Good morning, cultists! In our previous episode, we left things off on our way over to Amber Heights to look for the missing child. And we've done some pilfering around this place here. I forget what this place is actually called, though. Bayside Terrace Warehouse. Well, it's a little bit in front of that, so... yeah, another door being held down by Seal himself. That's great. Amber Heights is... up and over that way, I suppose. Oh, more marauders, you say? Be very quiet. I'm hunting Mawadas. I do think that we should try to blow these guys up, though. Alright, so once you get close, go for it, and go for it. Fantastic. Oh no. They seem angry. They seem violently opposed to having exploded barrels explode in their faces. I can't imagine why. Fantastic. Marauder ringleader. Retrofitted. Garbage. Garbage! But I'll take it regardless, because it can just break it down for, well, not really garbage. I gotta say, though, I'm a little disappointed at the use of the armor parts and the weapon parts, because so far, the only use I found for them is to use them to repair my armor and weapons. It'd be cool to be able to use the armor and weapon parts for tinkering instead of money, but I think maybe the developers realize that that there isn't a huge use for money in this game. I mean, you can buy stuff and sell stuff, certainly, but still not quite the good money sink. Not as much as tinkering with stuff is, at least. So does this lead anywhere special? Alright, we're gonna go off the beaten path, because there might be some good stuff on the high ground here. Maybe the smoldering remains of Anakin Skywalker as he finally made it up. Oh, as he finally made it up to the top. More marauders and whatnot, but no explosive barrels around them, so we're just gonna have to go the old-fashioned way this time, I guess. Oh, and I should use the special abilities that these guys have. Well, Nyoka, why don't you get started with that guy? Here we go. Was she drinking? Alright, Felix, let's try you.
You're going down.
Oh my god, you just drop kick him. That is hilarious. Wow. Chaz just fucking drop kicked him. Good grief. Fuck your ranged weapons. Just go kick him right in the teeth. Fantastic, a man after my own heart. Good job, guys. Good job. Yeah, we tore them up. Tore them some new buttholes. If they weren't dead already, they'd be shitting out of their newfound buttholes, and they'd be thanking me for it. They could be jacking up their shitting time by like at least 20 to 35% with a second anus. Of course, once you get into the third anus territory, that's when you really start to see some improvements to your shitting times. I can guarantee, without a doubt, that I can increase your shitting times by at least almost 200% with about 3 anuses. It's a little weird, I know. You would think that you would just be able to double your shitting time with a second anus, but no. The pressure just doesn't really work out. It's all mathematical and sciencey, don't worry about it. Tossball jerseys. Huh. A package of mint-condition tossball jerseys now with authentic game-time aroma. Is that just garbage? It's a quest item? Interesting. Huh. I guess one of the bad things about, I mean, if you can really even call it a bad thing, one of the bad things about finding or just exploring shit without any prompting is that sometimes you come across stuff that you have no idea what it's for. Whereas if you've already gotten the quest to find it, then I feel like at times it's just like, I don't know. It feels like you kind of know what you're looking for, and I don't know which one's better though.
South here, off the road and down this slope. We've got a decent trek ahead of us.
Sure. We need to drop by Amber Heights though, if you guys don't mind. I don't think I need to bring the Vicar or Parvati or anyone else here, do I? No, I don't think so? Question mark? And this is occupied by the Yes, so I've been getting the Iconoclasts and the Sublight scavenging people mixed up. That's why I was so confused at times. But no, definitely not the same dudes. Why is this camp empty? That's troubling. Very troubling. Maybe that lady's child is in fact been devoured. Right control helmet. Though she's a little old. So either she had a child when she was fairly old, or we're not talking about a child at all, even though technically he is still someone's child. Alright. I guess we're gonna transition into Amber Heights. Okay, I'm expecting this place to be an absolute shit pile. It's actually not that bad. I mean, certainly a little bit shit-piley.
Well, hello, and welcome to the home of the Iconoclasts. I'm Rose. Please, take a pamphlet. In it, you'll find everything you need to know about Graham, his philosophist truths, and the Iconoclast way. He wrote it himself, you know. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting we're out of pamphlets. Gosh, blast it.
This is not what I expected. I expected someone to be fucking foul-mouthed as shit, but, you're offering me a pamphlet you don't have? Well, the Iconoclasts. Yeah, you're offering me a pamphlet you do not have. I'm so disappointed.
I'm so sorry. It's a habit, I suppose. We used to have plenty, but we ran out of paper and ink. Ever since the corporations left, it's been hard to come by the basics. But you know what we do have? Freedom! This is the only place in Halcyon you'll find it. No corporations, no shackles, no problems.
I don't know about no problems. No problems? What about Raptidons or Marauders? And here I thought everyone worked for a corporation. No corporation means no paycheck. How do you survive without money? I mean, there's a bartering system, I'm sure. Or they could just come up with their own credits, I guess. No problems.
Oh, those are just hurdles. We deal with them as they come. You're welcome to stay with us, so long as you can earn your keep.
Oh, maybe I should have brought, the vicar to this place. Huh. One big happy family, huh? I'm just looking for work. Do you have a boss or leader or something? Got it. Hey, before I go, looking for Tucker. Have you seen him? Yeah, one big family, huh?
That's a nice way to think about it. Graham would be our father. I suppose Zora might make a good mother if the two of them could stop arguing. You can think of those two as our leaders, but they're more like examples. We all ought to be more like them.
Because I think someone mentioned that the Iconoclasts are all about the Philosopher's teachings or something, right? Or am I mistaken? Tell me about Graham, not Graham or whatever the fuck you're saying.
Why, he's our founder. Graham taught us about philosophism. Through him, we came to the eternal truth. I'm glad you're asking, by the way. I hope you'll consider staying.
And do what? Tell me about Zora.
Well, she's been with us since the beginning. I think she was our sawbones back then, but now she's more like our commander. She goes and finds people in the wilderness and gets them to come here. And she keeps us from being chewed on and whatnot. She's liable to take your head off if you screw up, but then she'll sew it back on for you.
Ah, yes, of course. And where can I find them?
Graham's place is in the large building straight back. Zora's sometimes there talking with him, but usually she's in the triage clinic next door.
Great, and why are you here and not in Stellar Bay?
Oh, Graham settled here a long time ago. Shoot, I wish I had a pamphlet to give you. It's all in there. I wasn't around back then, but they say a lot of the old MSI corporate folks died here. He calls it a spiritual metaphor, something about rising from the ashes.
Either that or the people in Stellar Bay didn't want him around. Got it. Hey, before I go, I'm looking for Tucker. Have you seen him?
The new boy! Yes, he's quite clever. He took to our teachings very quickly. Last I saw him, he was headed into one of the buildings up the hill.
Maybe he is a boy. Or a child, rather. Hello? Are you someone important? Iconoclast revolutionary. And you guys are eating sprats. Well, little word of advice. You might want to cut down on the sprat consumption because I've been told that they are just chock full of mercury. What is this? Request list. Bronson maintains a record of strange special equipment requests beyond the normal firearms, ammunition, and medicine that the Iconoclasts burn through at an alarming rate. Most of his list is crossed out, but a few items haven't yet been fulfilled. Zora, Force Melt Bright Gel, may not actually exist. Graham, Dissident Hunter number 17. Huxley, Auntie Cleo Rat Begone, also may not actually exist. Actually, I think that does exist, doesn't it? Sounds familiar. Huxley, any book on terminal repair. Carl, Primal Glue Adhesives. Great. Bronson?
Welcome to the Emporium. I'm Bronson.
Emporium, huh? Let's see what you've got to trade. Alright, I'm Debris. You run a store out here.
It ain't really a store. Think of me more like a quartermaster, and a chef, and a handyman, and whatever else we need.
What's up with your silly-ass hats? A quartermaster for the Iconoclasts? You're a chef? Handyman, huh? You fix things around here? Quartermaster for the Iconoclasts?
We gotta eat. Eating means hunting, and hunting means armaments. We used to let people take what they will, but then some idiot shot some other idiot over cards. So Zora set up a system. You fuck up, you don't get to buy gear. You play nice, you do.
Okay, fair enough. Anything you need help with?
Yeah, plenty. If you're the type to fix a thing or two, I've got a couple reports I need to follow up on. The pipes up on Milton's house burst. Someone needs to shut them off. Then there are the cables outside the bar. A sprat chewed through them, and now they're spitting lightning. Then there's the old guardhouse, outside town on the way to the old Bayside Terrace. Someone needs to reset the comms breaker there.
Oh man, I should have brought Parvati, fuck. Simple enough, I'll let you know when they're done. Wow, these things really fall apart around here. Yeah.
That's one way to look at it. Another is, those are the only things in this whole fucking town that are broke. Maybe we appreciate that.
You know what, that's actually a very good point. Good point. Alright, I'll let you know when they're done.
I ought to tell you. Most of these systems are routed through one of our terminals. You might be able to handle some of them remotely if you know your way around a computer.
Oh.
We sent Milton out to check on the comms tower a while ago. Ain't heard back. I'd wager he got 8.
And where's that terminal?
Up the hill. It's right on the cliff's edge.
Wait, there? And they got eaten? Alright, I'll let you know if I get 8. Nice. Let me see what you have, though. Sure, let's trade. Okay, so I can probably... Whoa. Sell some shit to him. And some nice fancy hats that apparently increase my blocking somehow. Block picking, nice. Like an Indiana Jones fedora. Fantastic. Insurance Street barrel. Oh, I see. Nothing really sticks out, I guess. Pancake mix. I can just eat that thing? Good grief. I was kind of hoping that you guys would have some... What's it? Just plain old water, but I guess not. Alright, fine. Let's see what we're dealing with here. It's not too big.
Amber Heights.
The folks in Amber Heights always manage to find a bottle or two of the good stuff. Keen scavengers, I tell you.
Jeez. Also, I just love... I want to point out how much I love when I got Nyoka to do her special move. She just downed an entire bottle of alcohol in one fell swoop.
What a bunch of junk. Nothing useful in this whole lot.
Well, I mean, I see that you're... Whoa. Have you seen this fucking heavy machine gun over here, dude? Good grief. Well, I don't want to steal things because I don't want to piss these guys off. But doesn't seem like there's anything here for me to take. Oh, no, nothing? Okay. Sure. Should we talk to the leaders first? Might not be a bad idea, because we might get more missions and whatnot. So... Bradford?
Ain't seen you before. You from one of the outer steads or what?
That's a really fucking silly mask. Outer Stead, yeah. Way off to the south. Came in for Stellar Bay. Let's say I'm new to Monarch and leave it there. Independent freighter captain, I flew in. Let's just say that I'm new to Monarch. I don't know if this is gonna lead to anything weird. Or maybe I should. No.
Eh? One of them inners from T2? Welcome to the little piece of hell we reign over. I'll give you 2 bits worth of free advice. 1, don't let the dust get in nothing private. It's like 10% spores by volume. You'll be yanking out fungus by the handful. 2, you can't actually keep the dust out. Always carry antifungals. Sprays work okay, creams are better. You got nothing else? Vodka.
Yes, thanks. I can't wait to spray and cream and vodka my vagina. Fantastic. Graham's in charge, right?
In charge? Huh. We're Iconoclasts. Every soul a sovereign power. We do for each other on account of it needing to be done. Not because some fancy-pants manager said to. Now, you want to rephrase that question, maybe ask who's respected hereabouts, I can give you a sensible answer.
How about I punch you in the face? No disrespect intended. Somebody's organizing things, you've got posted guards. I'll bite, who's respected hereabouts?
We'll make an iconoclast out of you yet. Out here, you ain't beholden to managers nor wages. The two names every iconoclast esteems would be Mr. Graham and Ms. Zora. They ain't leaders, and don't you insult them by calling them such. They're more like everyone's grandparents. They've been around, they know shit. You got a problem? Best bet's to ask them.
Can I ask them why you're wearing such a silly mask? What makes Graham and Zora such a big deal?
When the monarchists wanted to settle down and play nice with the board, Graham was the one that took a stand. He's the reason we're here, breathing free air. Zora's our best sawbones. Nearly every soul here owes her their life. She's got funny ways, but they work.
Funny ways. Zora saved nearly everyone's life. Do you get into that much trouble?
Welcome to Monarch. The animals think you're tasty, the fungus thinks your lungs are a great place to plant spores. That ain't enough. Look at the sky. Olympus yanks this moon about like a drunk dancer. Storms to curl your hair and quakes to rattle your brain pan.
Alright, great. Thanks, Bradford. You were of absolutely no fucking help whatsoever. Just glad we had this talk.
All I'm saying is it ain't worth it. It's gonna taste like sulfur all the same. Nuh-uh. Taro's got that sweet blood.
Oh, I guess... Oh! Wait, is that how they make, the purple berry stuff?
The Iconoclasts are loyal folk. Treat them right, they'll do the same. Turn on them, they'll open fire without a second thought.
Great, thanks, Nyoka.
So pretty in the cereals.
Better than tasting sulfur and dirt every damn day.
Why do you just have a dead raptor on the streets? At least clear them or loot them or something, you fucking degenerates. Unbelievable. Wait, so did they make all their armor themselves? I mean, it does seem somewhat hodgepodge, but, huh. It's kind of cool, not gonna lie. Not sure if I'm really into the, masks, but, the armor definitely does not look, corporate for sure. Which I think could be a nice change of pace. Not really pace, but you know what I mean. Or maybe you don't. Or maybe you don't care. I'll accept any one of those options. Agitator, Revolutionary, and Rider. So, no doctor here. Ooh. I don't know if this is gonna be, discovered. Hopefully not. But, let me see if maybe you can just gently... We got it. Fantastic, and those guys are none the wiser. I didn't know if they were keeping their eyes open and watching me this entire time like fucking creepy assholes. But, yeah. Oh, there's a back area here. There's nothing in this bin. It's sealed. You guys just leave fucking stuff around. It's very tempting for me to, it tempts me a lot to, well, you know, it's tempting. Maybe I should have just gone with that instead of trying to be more verbose. This way. Pocket watch? Don't tell anyone. Okay, guys, you're good. Don't need any of that garbage, thanks. I do need other garbage, though. Agitator. Rider. Where in the fucking hell is Graham? Sorry, Graham. Where the fuck is Graham?
Yeah.
Oh.
We felled it, mind. But we lost 2 runners and 5 gun hands.
A total failure, then. So much for the ruins.
And hell only knows where the Van Noys are. They never showed.
I'm sure they're... let's talk later. It seems we have company.
Yes. Hello. Who do I speak to first? I guess we'll talk to Graham first.
A stranger comes to our home. If you're looking for a path to walk, you've found one. If you're looking for a teacher, I am one. Welcome to the Iconoclasts.
He's a lot more soft-spoken than I imagined. What do you teach? I'm told you're out of pamphlets. That's a shame. This is Amber Heights. I expected more altars or incense or both. Yes.
Shed the trappings of a materialistic life, Captain. You'll find your soul much less burdened.
Also, we're broke.
Yes. If we were meant to enjoy the things that glitter and shine, the universe would provide them.
He almost sounds kind of Buddhist. Just in his pattern of speech and all that stuff and what he says. Makes sense, you need to survive, you can't afford frivolity. That's a refreshing perspective. Most of Halcyon obsesses over what they can buy. It has provided them on store shelves. I guess it's a refreshing perspective.
Most of Halcyon isn't up Sulphur Creek.
I'd wager the opposite. The corporations are doomed. Only we have the truth at our backs, and we are better for it. Now, why have you come?
Just looking for ways to help the people here. Anything need doing? Want to know about your teachings? Tell me about the Iconoclasts. I guess we'll ask about the quests around here. Anything need doing?
A great many things, in fact.
Nice.
We could always use a hand rounding up supplies.
Or... Now here's an idea. There's an old printing press I've been trying to get up and running.
Oh, I've been there! A printing press on Monarch. Why? Wouldn't supplies help more? I'm guessing you need to clear it up. A printing press on Monarch.
Oh yes, many facilities lie abandoned in the wilderness. I believe the press could be operational again with a little elbow grease and luck. Will you aid us in our cause?
Sure.
Wonderful. I requisitioned replacement rollers for it some time ago. Huxley should have delivered them yesterday. Speaking of which, where is Huxley?
You bought rollers? You haven't even cleared the wraps out yet. What are you doing wasting bits on... Forget it. Huxley's still recovering. She won't be up for a run for a while yet.
It seems we're out a runner. If you intend to help our cause, I'll ask you to meet our MSI supplier in her stead.
Okay, MSI supplies you. Where's the supplier? Huxley, the runner from the Northern Ruins. I helped her get out of there. Yeah.
So you're her mysterious savior. She sings your praises.
That girl and her songs, so eager to learn, so bright-eyed, so tone-deaf.
Nice. MSI supplies you?
One of our sympathizers. A woman named Carlotta periodically buys goods on our behalf from Stellar Bay's store. Stellar Bay has caught on, but they remain friendly, though the goods now come at a considerable markup.
Wait, Carlotta Valentia? From the hit video game Skyrim? I think she was from Skyrim. Was it Carlotta Valentia? I forget. Anyways, where's the supplier?
She meets us in the ruins of Bayside Terrace. From our compound, follow the road north.
Oh, yeah, I think I've been there, right? Yeah, the warehouse or whatever. Sure, I'll be back.
Wonderful. While you're at it, I wonder if Carlotta still has those high-capacity cartridges? Grab a few, will you? There should be some funds left over from the last shipment. We can use them to copy and modify radio serials. Yes, not just magazines, but their precious dramas.
Unbelievable. I hope I don't have to tell you this, but if there is extra money, would you mind buying, I don't know, food and medicine? Graham, if you need me, I'll be in triage.
Wait, were you talking to me? Zora, were you talking to me? And also, fucking high-capacity cartridges? I haven't thought of, like, fucking printer cartridges in, like, ages. Those things are such a scam. Such a fucking scam. Zora, let's talk.
Nice day, huh? For Monarch, anyway.
Zora, I need to talk to you, damn it. Ah, unbelievable. Alright, let me just explore the rest of this first. Anything for me to take? I'm assuming they're all stealing. Ooh. A lot of stuff lying around, but too many eyes, I think. Nothing to investigate, so let's use the terminal. Welcome to Graham Bryant's personal conglomeration of notes, theories, and findings regarding philosophism and how it informs our lives. I've organized into three categories: the Iconoclasts, the Halcyon Colony, and the Universe. Access files on the Halcyon Colony. Oh my god, this is a lot of stuff. The board's lies. The board vastly overestimates their authority and grasp on power. Without the Earth Directorate's military might to back them up, they would not be able to maintain their life-draining grip on the colony's throat. They spread lies and misinformation to confuse and oppress the masses. Perhaps that's one of the reasons they have not allowed any colony ships since the Hope's disappearance. They've had 70 years to condition their good little workers to follow their directives unquestioningly. Their lies become more and more transparent as the years pass, and will soon be too obvious for even the most deluded colonists to see. I don't know about that. The oppression must end. A man from Byzantium told us of an acquaintance who had been arrested for carrying philosophers' texts. No teaching, not evangelizing, just carrying. They press any truth that threatens their corrupt structure. Is this what we want? Do we want to live in a society where we can be sent to Tartarus for our beliefs? No, their workers' minds are too poisoned, or are poisoned. Their will shackled, their dreams hamstrung. This cannot stand any longer. We must tear this entire regime down. The dangers of a corporate society. I hope to someday publish a greater work in which I can more expansively lay out what is so clear to me, that our society's obsession with a corporate-run life has stifled and crippled humanity's ability to grow. Alas, for now, I can only collect my scattered thoughts into this barely functional machine. In my younger and more vulnerable days, I bought into the attraction of a corporate ladder, a measured, quantifiable way with which to judge yourself against oneself against one's peers. It provided motivation, meaning. Yet my spirit longed for more than just a paycheck. It yearned to reach out and connect with my fellow man. It sought a connection. I sought kin. I sought a familial unit. The corporations claim that the familial unit are that familial unit, but they treat us like pets. We beg for scraps at the table, and if they are so kind as to drop one, we praise the ground they tread on, while they usher us into kennels called homes. We attach ourselves to contractually obligated familial units, strangers whom we share no more connection than the employers seeking to employ themselves by our unions. We bear children out of obligation to our executives who demand a constant workforce. We slave away in the vain hope that someday we too will be like those executives, until the day we die and are processed, burned, and filed away as another tick on a human resources paperwork. We have built ourselves into a cold, unthinking, efficient machine, and in doing so, have abandoned all the warmth humanity is capable of. I weep for us all. And Sanjar and the betrayal of his truth. I often recall my former friend who once sought to dismantle the corporations, as I still do. When he took ownership of our corporation, I held him in such contempt. I called him a coward and a betrayer. He was becoming the very thing we hated. Now I'm not so sure. Recently, I've come to accept that his heart was more closed than mine. I cannot expect every man to be able to open himself to the eternal truth as I have. Some are just not capable. And so it is a tragic thing. Tragic that he is weaker than I'd hoped, that he cannot fight for a cause. I can empathize with tragedy. Should the day come when the metal of our spirits clash against one another, that empathy will shield me from guilt. Like the board, he now stands across our path, arms crossed, stubbornly resistant to the eternal truth. Like the board, he spreads, nay, celebrates the poison that cripples our society. Like the board, his stubbornness will only blind him to his inevitable fall. Tragic. I wonder in the end of all this, we can side with either Sanjar or the Iconoclasts. And if I could, I don't know whose side I would be supporting. Access files on the Iconoclasts. Personal thoughts regarding Zora. For someone who is so committed to the Iconoclast way, I fear that Zora is slipping off the true path. More and more often, I fear her attachment to the materialism of our oppressors sways her decisions, more than the search for the guiding truth that will save us. She often tells me that our people are hungry. I agree. Their spirits long for fulfillment, a much more powerful power than any pang of an empty gut. Are you fucking kidding me? Absolutely not. I side with Zora in this matter, I guess. Teaching notes. Good grief. I apologize for the lengthy reading in this last little bit of our episode. Of all the things to motivate a person, I'm finding freedom has been the most powerful. Many of them still remember being slaves to the corporate structure, recalling those painful memories lights their fire anew. A man from Fallbrook stopped through on his way to Stellar Bay. After thumbing through our pamphlet, he asked me how we can survive without money. I found an appropriate metaphor in gas masks. When clearing a mantis swarm nest, we wear masks to ward off poisonous fumes. Even after the nest is cleared, the fumes may remain for some time, thus we wear the masks until we are safe to breathe. Until the very last dregs of our poisonous corporation society are gone, the attachment to bits will remain, though their use is uncomfortable and though they stifle our spirit just as the masks are ill-fitting and limit our vision, we must persist with them until we can cast them aside. Yeah, it's not like Zora's asking for fancy-ass fucking gilded toilets or something like that. She's asking for medicine and all that such. Shifting priorities. As our numbers grow, I find that more and more of our population turn to the written word of my pamphlets. I am happy to continue making them, but I must find a more efficient way to print and distribute this reading material. I wonder if that old printing press might be convinced to run once more. Wouldn't that be something? To return to my duties as editor in a publication, only this time of my own control and not stifled by the rules and regulations of style guides and grammar books. Nobody will tell me where to put a comma. I'll put them where they belong, as decreed by the eternal truth. No, as decreed by fucking grammar. Nothing is above grammar, you son of a bitch. Access falls on the universe. Influence drift. When I realized the truth of philosophism, I immediately wondered how I can be the first to recognize the poisonous spiral that has shaped their society. Then one day I was talking to, of all people, Huxley. She once lamented that she liked nothing more than a pet canid. I confess to know very little about animal behavior, as I am much more concerned with the animal that is mankind, but I stressed that I didn't think such a thing was possible. She let it go, but some weeks later, Zora reported the strangest thing. Stories of a marauder with a canid follower. There's like a fuck ton of those guys. I don't know if it had been cited here or on Terra 2, but I immediately thought of Huxley and her reckless wild imagination. I wondered if she had told other people and if word had spread of the possibility until it wriggled its way into the mind of marauders somewhere. Absolutely not, I don't think. Ideas are insidious. Even if even a marauder, mindless husk that it is, can be convinced of an idea, there must be hope for the workers of this colony, poisoned as they are against the eternal truth. If we can shout so loudly that the truth inches its way into the collective consciousness, I am confident that it will spread to the rest of the cosmos. The suppression of the truth. It is very difficult to face the eternal truth that everything happens for a reason, that life and everything in it is the will of the cosmic consciousness, can be a terrifying one. There is an urge amongst us all to control the parameters of one's life. This urge is so powerful that it suppresses the eternal truth simply by existing. Mankind has not shed the weight of its own shackles, and so I find that spreading philosophism is unnecessarily difficult. But the universe cannot suppress it forever. Biology changes, creatures adapt and evolve. We overcome our urges for the better of our species. Someday our minds will be born more open to this idea. Until then, I must not abandon hope. I think evolution is practically stopped for humanity. I mean, what need do we have for evolution? We can just circumvent it with technology and stuff, right? It would be cool to see how humanity would evolve had we not had access to such technology and whatnot. But that's a completely different matter that does not pertain to this game whatsoever. Anyways, again, apologies that the last little bit of our episode just turned into a reading rainbow. Sadly, I am not, shoot. LeVar Burton, that's it. Good grief, almost forgot the guy who was single-handedly responsible for all that stuff. Anyways, let's end the episode off here for now. Apparently I can't read. We'll come back tomorrow and we'll explore more of Amber Heights. And wait. The Empty Man. Fallbrook. For a second I thought we were supposed to look for the Vicar's friend in this place, but no, it's in Fallbrook, so we still have some time to switch out Felix and all that such. Alright, so for now, thanks for watching and have a good breakfast.